Hello? Could you guys let me know if you guys can hear me? I'm going to turn off my lights. Testing, testing. Okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I don't know what time it is for you guys, but it's 9:30 a.m. Gonna pop something open on this side. How are you guys doing? Sorry for this horrible stream schedule that seems to be happening at 9 in the morning. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I feel way better. Because I've been sick for the past couple of days. I feel so much better. Should be able to go back on like a regular video posting schedule probably by today. I was thinking about playing like Spectrobes or Digimon. I might play Digimon because I don't want to turn on my Wii. Man, something about it. Man, I need a better monitor setup. Oh my gosh. I want to move things around. Good morning, everyone. Alex, Weon, Kigi. What's up, Hawkblue? Good morning, guys. Not gonna be a long stream today. I'm really gonna be checking on a couple of things, trying to warm up my voice before I go ahead and like record for like 6 hours. So nothing too crazy. But I was perusing around, doozing, and I found a couple of videos I wanted to watch. Now they are from my friends. They're from two Terraria YouTubers, so hopefully they don't copyright strike me for watching on YouTube streaming. I think I accidentally streamed on Twitch for a little bit. So I don't know if you guys saw that notification. I hope you guys didn't. That is an accident. I forgot that I streamed yesterday on Twitch, and I was like, okay, let me stream right now. Opened up my Twitch. I was like, oh shit. Excuse me. Damn, maybe I am still sick. This is terrible. Okay. But yeah, gonna be watching a couple of things today, but how are you guys doing? I wanna, how are you guys doing? Hawkblue, I was lurking in your stream yesterday. I didn't say anything because I was literally about to knock out because I stayed up the entire night. Were you playing Zelda? I forgot. You're doing a group thing. So I was like, this is pretty sick. I don't understand like co-op mods for like older games because like, how can you do that with an older game? But guys doing good. I'm on Twitch right now. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not on Twitch right now, am I? I'm not on Twitch right now. Y'all are fucking with me. I'm not on Twitch right now. Am I on Twitch right now? No, I'm not. I'm live on YouTube. I think my Twitch was open for a little bit. There's no way my Twitch is live right now. No, my Twitch, okay. No. I went on Twitch for a little bit. On both? It's not live on both. It's not live on both. No, you're lying to me. I have my Twitch open right now. I don't see anything. How do I check? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, I don't believe you guys. I think I was live on Twitch for like 5 minutes. No, I don't believe you guys. No, I should not. Here's why I know. To multi-stream on Streamlabs, you have to pay like 20 bucks a month. I'm not paying 20 bucks a month. Maybe in a bit, but there's no way. Yeah, now it's off, right? Yeah, okay. It should not be on. It should not be on like at all. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. I'm going to pop open my stream on the side. Like I said, it's not going to be a super long stream. I just need to warm up my voice and wake up for today. Okay. Okay. So is double streaming harder? It's not harder. It's just like, it just sucks. It's not. It's just, I don't know how to double stream. I can buy like a membership for it to like multi-stream, which I definitely will one day. but just to keep things simple for now, because like I'm not a live streamer. I'm not gonna dabble in that. I'm not gonna accidentally live stream to Pornhub, and you know, people are like, why are you playing Hytale? Like, now I'm in a predicament, right? Anyway, reacting to old vids, not this stream. maybe in a future stream, but not now.
It's not finished. Thank you.
My multi-stream with OBS and HM for free? You're lying. I'll search it up in a bit. Yeah, that sounds really cool. Okay. I'm going to turn this off. Okay. Like I said, it's not going to be a long stream today. Like, genuinely, I'm probably going to get off in like an hour. I just wanted to go over some Hytale news because I am so excited this year for Hytale. I'm so unbelievably excited. 2026, I genuinely believe that if I make a video game tier list out of like, let's say 70 games that I've played throughout the year, Hytale will probably be number one. I know you guys have probably heard the Hytale glaze, but to cement this, I found a couple of videos that I wanted to watch, specifically one from Vervine, who's another Terraria YouTuber. I also work with him on some videos on my channel. He helps me make a couple of things for the channel, and he also is like a primary editor for the channel. I'm also going to watch a Chippy update video on Hytale because a lot of the things that, like, I'm not really in the loop of watching stuff, like, genuinely. Like, I'm not watching a lot of things at all. Like, I probably hop on YouTube, play FaZe Jev, play Danny Gonzalez, I let him play. And in terms of updates, like, other than me playing Hytale's initial early access and knowing the dinosaur update, that's all I know about the game. But since then, they have posted, or the community has worked on mods. They've worked on servers. And not just like, oh, like, little tiny server, everyone can play SMP. No, like Hunger Games, Call of Duty, shit like that. Like, it blows my mind. So what I have is I want to showcase this video from my friend Vervine. I recommend you guys check out his channel. He does a lot of Terraria stuff. So if you guys like watch Terraria content, I think you guys would enjoy his channel. But he made a video called Hytale from a modder's perspective. Hytale from a modder's perspective. And I want to see this because Vervine is a very talented modder. He's made a lot of mods for my channel, for the main Adrian channel. He made the solo leveling mod and a lot of other stuff, a whole bunch of other stuff. And I want to see his perspective on how Hytale modding could be good, because I have also seen on Twitter, people have made tutorials on how to get into Hytale modding, and it looks, not to say that it looks easy, but it looks very intuitive. And I think it is because they made the game with modding in mind. And I feel like that just, seeing how Terraria, like for me personally, 40% of my hours on Terraria out of like my 6,000-ish, 5,000-ish hours of Terraria, 40% of it's on vanilla. The other is on modding content. And if modding is going to be so amazing, and whatever points Vervine makes, right? If it's going to be like fantastic, I cannot wait to see this game in a year from modding, just from modding content in a year. And then we're going to check out some servers. We're going to see how they have stuff planned. It's only been 3 weeks. Hytale came out like in the middle of January, I believe. And now it's going to be like, servers are going to be going crazy. We watched like on the Twitch channel, we watched a couple of Minecraft server videos. So I'm really, really, really excited to see how Hytale's going to be. And I also just want to check out like the new updates that they've already added into the base game. I know they added dinosaurs, but that's kind of it. But yeah. Real quick, let me look at my chat. Kigi, someone talking about Pornhub, someone streaming it. Dude, honestly, maybe I will tap into that market. I will be the one of like 10 people that streams on Pornhub playing Call of Duty. Gotta be insane. That's gotta be crazy. And thank you, Blastful, for saying bless you. Also, I have tea. So if you guys see me sipping on tea, sorry.
Thank you for watching.
Okay. So, this is my friend Vervine. Hytale from a modder's perspective. I want to see this. I have not watched the video yet. I want to watch it on stream. If he copyrights me, that's okay. I don't pay him enough anyway. I want to. Minion, welcome to the stream, dude. How you been, dude? How you been? Okay. Lock in time.
It's not finished. Thank you for watching.
All right, we're done, guys. We're done. Okay. So here's some of the mods that Vervine has made. He made a spear rework mod, which I thought was super sick. But like, if you literally look
It's not finished.
right about here, this is a workshop page. You saw my icon right there. He made the solo leveling mod.
Developer
He's
who
so
would be
talented.
interested in
He's also the developer of Orchid mod.
creating content for the game. And after playing extensively through Hytale, this video summarizes my thoughts on major game systems during the first few days of early access. Going fully blind into the game, my first impression was that of a very classic survival game. Different craft.
Sometimes creator can get copyrighted by their content, either video or music. Honestly, if there's any copyright strikes, I don't think it would delete this channel. I'm okay with that. It should be completely fine.
Stations that allow you creating different items and
also for those that have not played Hytale yet, get the game. I know it's an early access, so worth it. It's so good. I had so much fun playing it.
the very straightforward progression system. Find stone, make stone tools. Find copper, make copper tools. Then keep going with iron, thorium, cobalt, and adamantite.
That's the thing with Hytale progression. When I was playing it on the on my little mini series, right? I had gone from iron tools and I got adamantite, which is the red ore. I don't know if that's like an intended feature, but I think they should do something about that. Because imagine like if you could just go from, let's say like Terraria. You can go from gold straight to Hellstone. I know there's new updates and you can fish for pre-hard mode stuff, right? But like, it felt really strange being able to mine ores in like higher tier areas. I don't know if that's an early access thing, but I feel like if they had like a progression lock, or like they would incentivize a more linear instead of open wide progression. Not to say that open wide multifaceted progression is bad. It's just I was kind of confused that iron can mine adamantite. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that's an early access thing. And also, I feel like Hytale is going to be like triple the content anyway. Probably wouldn't even matter.
This is simple, but it works. And by going where you need
Yo, fuck that frog.
thorium, cobalt, and adamantite. This is simple, but it works. And by going where you need to get the next material, you'll be facing challenges that work against your game. And you'll be able to find items that are good side grades to what
That's
you
what
would
the
otherwise
daggers
be
look
crafting.
like? Damn, I should have been using more shit. I only used the
progression
axe.
ending felt abrupt, but that was expected given that the game is in a very early stage. After reaching adamantite and figuring out that mithril is not in the game yet, you can either start building, which I did not personally do, but
You can start building, but that shit sucks. But by the way, I think when I do play Hytale again, I might honestly just play Hytale just for fun, like off camera or maybe like on stream. I'm gonna build. The building in this game looks so fun. Like there's so much. Like I don't build in Minecraft or Terraria, but it's because I just beat the game so fast that I just don't see a need to build. But if Hytale is gonna be getting more updates over the course of a year, I feel like making a super cozy advanced base is going to be so fun, because as there's more updates, you just build onto that base and it's kind of like a forever world. I don't have a forever world on Terraria or Minecraft. And I feel like that's why I'm so excited for Hytale too. But yeah, Hytale looks like Pixel Gun 3D made into Minecraft. That's so valid, but also so wrong at the same time. Depending on who you say that to, you might get shot. You might get shot. But I do like Hytale combat. I do not like Hytale combat. Not because it's bad, but because right now it's too underbaked. The AI of every enemy is the same. I understand. I'm pretty positive they will be changing it later on. Like they're going to add more AIs into the game, or they're probably going to make it harder with more whatever. Obviously, the game's in early access, but right now in the early access, right now the combat is so simple. You can hit and walk backwards and kill everything. That is the only thing I do not like about this game so far, because it's an early access. But I definitely see down the line in like a year of like, you know, updates, adding more AI changes, they will make the combat so insane that I think it will be really, really addicting. But so far, I'm not a big fan of it. The reason why I say that is because you can kill a wolf, a bear, you can kill really anything by smacking it and moving back. But that's just me personally. That's just me personally.
my friends did. Try and craft the more involved items, like totems, or blindly try and complete the memories, which you do by encountering the different creatures in the world. I do not know if all of them are implemented, and if they are, that is absolutely impressive. But having to find them randomly starts being tedious after a while, and I wish there was a system in place to help with them. The memory system can be unlocked from a very work-in-progress hub area, and unlocks a few important crafting recipes, like teleporters. I can see a lot of players missing it early on, not knowing they are supposed to reach for the temple as soon as they join the world. That was my case, But to be fair, with it being marked on the map, it's probably just me being dumb, as the game was clearly trying to tell me to get there. What the game didn't teach me at all though, was zones and warp generation.
This is what I'm actually like really confused about. I had a couple of comments explaining to me that like these fragments of Orbis, whatever portal, fragment things when you hop into the world, apparently they're like new world gens. I don't understand what that means. Are these not dungeons? Are they going to be like completely like implemented into the real world? My understanding was that as you progress through the game and you get these brand new teleportation things, it's kind of like building a nether portal, but there's like 50 of them. One brings you into the nether, one brings you into the ether, one brings you into blah, 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 and they each have their own respective dungeon. I thought that's what they were going for, but from my comment section on that series, it didn't sound like that. Am I getting this wrong? Hassan, dude, what's up, man? What's up, man? What's up? Imagine if they're putting a side dash like Jet from Valorant. I hate Valorant. I just want to get that clear. Not related to this, but honestly, I could totally see them adding like 10 weapon classes, and the movement for each of them is so different. Imagine them adding in one of my favorite things that I'm so unbelievably hyped for Hytale is my favorite class in Terraria is Summoner. If they work more on the summoning part about this game, I will probably play this game until I die. I love summoning. It's just something about it. Something about it. It's like it wakes like the innate creature capturer in me. Which is, I feel like, kind of like weird because I haven't played the Terraria 1.4.5 update, which has so many summoner things.
Tell me to get there. What the game didn't teach me at all though, was zones and warp generation. Going into the game, I did not know that the map was divided into zones, ranging from 1 to 4 in the current version. And this time, unless I missed it, this is not explained to the player. As a result, after obtaining iron equipment from Zone 1, I spent a while wondering what I had to do next, before heading to that weird border I saw on my map, with no idea if that was exactly what I'm supposed to do. Doing so, I entered Zone 3, entirely skipping Zone 2 by mistake in the process.
This is what I'm talking about with the ores. I was so confused about the zone progression. The only reason why I know about the zone progression, by the way, if you don't know what this is, when you're playing Hytale, the way that you're supposed to progress zone-wise is the different biomes. Each zone is like a different biome, and in it has the next like tier of loot and enemies that you have to kill. I only knew about this because I talked to Chippy about it. Because I played the game side by side with him. Like he was playing on his own, I was playing my own, I was recording my own playthrough. And he told me about the zones. The only other game that I know that has like zones is maybe Cube World and definitely Valheim. But I feel like, where am I going with this? Dude, I don't remember half the shit I'm saying. What is it called? With the zones, I feel like the ores of the zone, I really like that. Like how each zone has their own designated ore and like ore distribution. Like for example, zone 1, the beginning, the forest, right? You can only get like copper and iron, and that's kind of it. Maybe you could find other stuff, but like copper and iron is the main thing. Zone 2 is, I think, the desert, thorium ore, right? The blue ore. Zone 3, the winter one, is more blue ore and some other stuff. I completely forgot the progression. But like I said, not to completely keep going and repeating this point, but I don't like that iron tools can mine almost every ore. But then again, I haven't, they haven't added in zone 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, up to 20, if that's what they're going to be doing. It's not that the ore RNG in Hytale is bad. It's just that I think to just some players that are not familiar with the genre of, hey, this is the next biome you go into, this is all the materials you get, which I think is a very common thing. I think a lot of games do that. Valheim does it. Cube World did that to a degree. Right, going into a brand new biome. The big thing that I don't like is the fact that you don't know which biome is the next biome. I'm not saying that's bad. Like, by no means am I saying that is bad. But in Valheim, the way that they kind of guided you was that zone 1, they're like, hey, you have to fight this boss. And then that boss being in that biome, you know to stay in that biome. Okay, what's the next boss? When you go to the next boss, they tell you what biome it's in. Okay, well, now I know that's the next biome. I think because Hytale doesn't have that yet, the zone progression is unclear, and because of that, people get confused. So I can understand both points of the argument. But at the end of the day, this game is in early access. The ores are not that bad. It's just certain ores locked by that biome. No, not necessarily. No.
The enemies felt right, and Zone 3 was close enough to my base that I could see it from the map, so it felt natural to go there. I do not know if the goal of the game is to give the player freedom on these elements. Like you'd be perfectly able to enter the underground jungle in Terraria before defeating any bosses. Despite equipment you can get there being stronger than anything you would find before, skipping a good 20% of the game's.
The boomstick, I know this is Terraria. The boomstick is one of my favorite items in the game, hands down. It's so easy to get to a degree if you can navigate the underground jungle. It like trivializes every boss up until like Wall of Flesh, but you can even still use it on Wall of Flesh. I love the boomstick. I love it. The boomstick is so good. Same thing with the snowball cannon, by the way.
Progression. Crafting stations can be upgraded to be able to craft zone 3 gear with.
Oh my god. You know what I hate about Hytale actually? Leather. I hate leather. You always need leather. If you guys are not aware, when you kill specific animals, they drop light, medium, and heavy leather, and you need an absurd amount of leather to upgrade your workstations to unlock the next recipes. I hated it. I don't know if they changed it. I don't know if they're, you know, the game's in early access, so maybe there's going to be more ways to get leather in the future. I hated getting leather. It was so boring. Oh my gosh, I hated it. I hated killing the same animals just to get one leather, and then you have to dry the leather to make it. I'm sorry, you have to dry the hide to turn it into leather, or vice versa, whatever it is, and then you upgrade it. I just hated it. I just hate grindy things. I just really do. But then again, this game, you know, it's a sandbox. You can grind all you want, right? You spent hours getting leather. Yeah. When I think there was like on my channel, I did 4 episodes of Hytale. Dude, every fucking episode, 3 hours of farming leather. Every single time before, because if I wanted to show the next upgrades or the next items I could get, I needed leather. I hated that. But then again, it's a sandbox, right? I mean, look at Terraria, dude. You want to get full gold armor in pre-hard mode? Buckle up. You're mining for 8 hours, buddy.
Not ever going to Zone 2, making it completely obsolete in that sense, to the point that.
But the leather grind is not that bad. It was bad, but not that bad.
I never felt the need to get there. Nor did I actually find it until wondering what I was supposed to do to get better gear than what I would get in Zone 3. And unlike Terraria, where there's a reason to get jungle gear and step backwards to defeat the early bosses without effort, I don't think there's a practical reason to go to Zone 2, unless you're looking.
I agree with this so hard. Actually, I really do agree with this. I think this ties into the ore argument I was making a little bit earlier with iron tools mining adamantite, but I did not go into the desert until I had done everything else. I literally did everything else. I went to Zone 3, which is the dark fire one, or the ice one. I did those zones before I did the desert one. And I think the desert only really had the green and the blue ore. I know I'm getting this completely wrong, but I did not really see a need other than getting chitin. That was the only thing I needed from the desert. And I genuinely cannot tell if that progression is bad. Right? Like, for example, if you're playing Terraria, you can go into the Crimson or Corruption, you can go into the snow biome, you can go into the jungle, you can go anywhere, right? You could, like, really make your own decision and, like, pick the gear from that, you know, you can cherry pick what you want. But the desert, like, if you took the desert out from Hytale for me, I would not remember it. Oh. I don't know where I was. I don't know. It was super strange. But then again, it's an early access. Everything I'm going to say, you can literally just argue like early access. I don't remember. Also, the desert fucking sucks. Like the one enemy that kept pissing me off, it's that stupid mosquito that poisons you and keeps following you. If you don't have a bow, you're screwed. But then again, I kind of get it. Hey, Git, what's up? 11 p.m. your time. You got to go to bed. I don't know. I feel like if they just did the ore thing, if they made it where iron can only mine, or pickaxes can only mine maybe the next tier or the next 2 tiers, I think that would be better. My random take.
For building materials or a completionist. Except maybe chitin.
That's what I'm saying, except maybe chitin. Yo, me and Vervian, we had the same playthrough. Same one, dude. He's playing 8 hours ahead or 6 hours ahead in France. I'm playing here. Same mindset going in. He may be a mod developer, but I am a gamer.
Not sure. Minecraft and Terraria, 2 games that I love, have similar design, where they can hardly be played blind. You will need input from another player, or guide to know how to spawn the Wall of Flesh, or create a nether portal in Minecraft. And even though the games have evolved to try and drop hints, like ruined portals, which could teach someone how to build a nether portal, realistically, what are the odds that someone will actually learn from them? Of course, there are some smaller features that can come with their knowledge, and are really cool to learn about. Stuff like the blue axolotl in Minecraft, or how to obtain the Terra Prisma in Terraria. But those are optional things that the player will learn about and maybe engage with only after they've played the game a lot. Unlike the Wall of Flesh, they are not essential aspects of progression that the player might miss due to a lack of knowledge. Whether this is a good thing or not is up to personal preferences. Teaching the game to a friend can be fun, but having to do research on the internet or read a wiki to be able to play it definitely isn't for everyone. Outside of the zone's progression system, I love the biomes in this game. They all feel incredibly unique and bring a welcome variety of
Oh yeah, I love the biomes. I love the enemy. Oh yeah, I remember going down here first time ever. I don't know if this is the one. I don't know if this is the biome that like dinosaurs spawn. I love the biomes. They're so beautiful. Like there's like 50 different fucking animals. Like you could find like a squirrel. You could find a squirrel with like a bigger head. I love this game's ambiance. It's Thunderbolt. What's up, dude? Welcome in, dude. How you been? Yeah, I love the biomes. It's fantastic. It's super cool. Oh, I will say, Vervine makes a great point about like Minecraft and Terraria not really being accessible to like a brand new player completely playing blind. Like I agree. If you're playing Terraria with no wiki, I'm sorry, you're not playing the game. You're not gonna beat the game. Genuinely. I don't know if I've ever seen a playthrough of someone that played Terraria blind. If you did, congratulations, you're a god. You are like world record holder. That is insane. Like I know there's hints throughout the game with the guide NPC and like where you can go, but like I don't know if the average person has the patience to die 50 times to a vulture in the desert before deciding, hey, I'm gonna mine straight down, getting to Hellstone and realizing he can't mine them because he has to go to the red purple biome to get a specific pickaxe. Swear to God, that's insane. But you know, if Hytale does add like a new friendly way to progress, I think the zones are honestly perfect. I really do. Despite the faults or flaws that they might have, I genuinely believe like Hytale, if Hytale added in like a tutorial system where like a spirit bird like from Valheim guides you, I think that would work really well. Like Hytale has the potential of so many other games. Like for example, Minecraft. If you add in updates to Minecraft, people get upset. If you don't add in upgrades, people get upset. However, Hytale doesn't have that. Hytale's scope is so well defined right now that like they can add eldritch monsters because there's already eldritch monsters and it would make sense. They could add in spell books, it would make sense. They could add in a tutorial system and it would make sense. And that's why I'm like super excited for the future of this game. Super hype. I remember learning Terraria on the 360 and spending months. Yeah, I specifically remember playing Terraria on my Xbox 360 in 1.2 before 1.3 came out. 1.2, I couldn't beat the Wall of Flesh. I could not beat it. And the reason being is because how was I supposed to know to build a hell bridge and then to fight it as is on top of dropping the voodoo doll in the lava? I know nowadays you could be like, well, Adrian, if you fucking talked to the guide NPC and you did that, well, then you would have known to fight the Wall of Flesh like that. Dude, I was fucking 12. I was 12. I was learning what a prepositional phrase was. In the lava. I'm like, oh, what? In the lava? How was I supposed to know that? You know, and also once I did figure out how to do that, dude, I still couldn't beat it because I was a kid. I couldn't beat the Wall of Flesh because I didn't have a bridge. My point being is, you know, games are hard. Games are hard. Boss checklist. Oh, if Hytale added in a boss checklist, oh my God. Oh, they kind of do. They do. They have the memories. They have memories.
Should be disliked, and it's clear that there's a lot of care that's been put in the environment. As a side note, it actually goes with everything in the game. Every creature is extremely lively, and a lot more endearing than what we can see in other games. Discovering a new faction or species from a structures feels really nice, and they give you clear places to farm for specific materials once you've identified what and where they are.
God, honestly, like I want to take a moment to appreciate the models of this game. Like, look at this goblin enemy. It's so cool. Like, and this is in zone 1 or this is in zone 1. So cool. Imagine a zone 10 eldritch monster. Imagine, okay, here's another juxtaposition I'd add. Imagine in zone 10 or whatever zone, however many zones they add. Imagine in a future zone, you are stacked out in mithril oral cum titanium armor. jacked to the moon. Whatever they've added, spell books, minions, everything. You have a skeleton horse with like Valkyrie wings. You hop into zone 10 and it is the most blank biome you've ever seen. And you see an enemy and there's just no details. It's just a blank enemy and it looks at you. A simple enemy. I feel like that would be so cool because in a game that's so complex as Hytale, imagine seeing something simple. That would be like horror to me. I feel like that'd be super sick.
Which can easily be done without a guide. For example, should you need essences of ice, you should quickly notice that they are dropped by undead enemies in Zone 3. And if you stumble upon it, or go towards structures by looking at your map, you're bound to find a fortress with them. Once you do, you know that you can reliably farm for essences there, and this goes for the majority of materials.
This game would go crazy in VR. You know, like an Enderman? Yeah, I was just thinking like an Enderman. But like an Enderman would be, I would argue, more scarier in Hytale because everything else just looks so complicated. Imagine seeing something that's so simple.
I mean, Hytale feels really good. Much better than what I could experience in Minecraft without mods. There are currently 5 main weapon types in the game, each of them having unique attack patterns, animations, and the playstyle that goes with them. There are significantly more in the game, like the 2 crossbows you can get, or clubs.
There's crossbows in this game?
And if you dive into the creative menu, you'll be able to find a lot more partially implemented weapon types that are really cool to check out. As you keep attacking with weapons, you'll charge an energy bar, which allows you to release powerful attacks that are unique to each weapon.
I love the skills. I know I dicked on the combat earlier. That was more so on the AI because this game's in early access. The skills, I love the skills. So cool. It is so fire, man. So fire.
It was really nice in combat, but this energy also completely...
I don't know what to do. Sorry, I was reading the name. I don't know anything about this game, but it looks like if you mix Terraria and Minecraft into one game. Yes, that's a great way to put it. This game is, imagine if Minecraft kept updating. Just imagine, right? I think Minecraft is bound by the simplicity of the game. Like, if they added in a brand new dimension, people would get upset. Not because, you know, Minecrafters just get upset at everything, because they do. But Minecraft as a game, I feel like people associate it subconsciously with it's a simple game because they grew up with a simple version of Minecraft. And because there hasn't been that many updates to the game, they kind of, like, embody Minecraft with the idea of being a simple, fun sandbox. Whereas Hytale knows that it wants to not just be that, they want to have adventures. Like Hytale would be going on an adventure, whereas Minecraft is, I think, more like a, like, you can experience it and be calm, if that makes any sense. My brain is not braining right now. Minecraft adds in a creature a year. Okay, but that's the thing. Like I feel like Minecraft can add like 50 mobs a year if they want to. They have the money. They have the team. They're like Minecraft is the top selling game of the world. I'm pretty sure they're the top selling game. But I think, like I said, because the game is so unanimously believed to be the simple but, you know, open game, they cannot add more than 3. That's probably why they only added 1 mob out of a mob vote. By the way, I hate the mob vote. The mob vote is so fucking stupid.
Appears if you stop holding the weapon.
Because it's literally just Minecraft YouTubers like just telling your, you know, their fucking 10-year-old audience to just vote on something. They all vote for it. And then that's why we get the glow squid.
Which will lead to...
And Minecraft can get away with it because the game has to be quote-unquote simple.
A lot of these attacks being whiffed, especially early on. It does encourage a greedy gameplay though. Players will naturally want to charge and spend their energy instead of healing, for example.
What the fuck is he doing?
Players will naturally want to charge.
He hit he hit the thing and it flew up.
And spend their...
They're adding in a spear now, so that's an upgrade. I know they added a spear, but that's the... Okay. Imagine if Terraria only added in 1 upgrade or 1 weapon for the 1.4.5 update. They only added in 1 thing. It would be tantamount to the identity of the game, right? And I feel like with Minecraft adding in the spear, right? Yes, that is stupid. It's only 1 weapon. But relatively speaking for Minecraft, that's insane. And I feel like that's why Hytale will be so insane, because the premise of Hytale is that it's going to be adding in so much bullshit. That's going to be insane. Like, I feel like that's why I'm so excited. But also, you know, I'm coming from a biased perspective. Like Terraria is my favorite game of all time to a degree, right? And now that they're making a Terraria Minecraft-ish hybrid clone, no wonder I'm glazing this game so much, right? So yeah.
Energy instead of healing, for example, which I think is pretty interesting. Player versus player is
The mob vote was dropped? I did not know that. Seriously?
also really nice in Hytale, and we had a lot of fun trying out each weapon against one another. Now for what I think could be an issue, or improved on. Maces have a directional attack system, where you can choose the direction of your next attack based on your movement inputs when clicking. This is super cool, but despite playing with a mace for a good part of my playthrough, I never found any practical use for it. Maybe it influences the back direction, but does that matter?
I didn't know that. Maces can influence where you go based on your directional input. That's super sick, actually. I really like that. I'll never ever find a use for that too, though.
Experimented with items, you may have noticed that currently, daggers are very strong. I'm not talking about damage.
Yeah, dude, the daggers are insane. Have you guys seen that Hytale clip where like someone's flying across the map with daggers? Actually, so fucking cool.
And I'm sure they're balanced around other weapons anyways. But the playstyle they have in combat, where you'll bounce back out of harm's way after each attack, made it so I basically stopped dying altogether the moment I picked them up.
Yeah, I think that's a problem because of the AI. Like, you can hit and just move back. That's just I think that's just an early access problem.
Arguably the best mobility tool in the game at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning that even if you prefer playing with another weapon, it's good to have daggers in your action bar, just because they allow you to traverse terrain and explore much more easily.
You can jump so
now,
high.
I am unsure if this mega jump you can do by timing your inputs is intended or not. And as a player, it feels really good to discover, use, and master. You can do it with swords, axes, and daggers, but not with maces. And it is much better with daggers than anything else. To the point where it just becomes part of how you move around at some point. Is that good design? Should you be holding your weapon in hand at all times so you run faster? I am personally not a fan of this. Though
I can't really make any take on that. I'm not a game developer. I'm not a mod developer. Is he right? I don't know.
sense for Hytale to have them, don't get me wrong. And compared to other weapons, they seem to have limited damage to compensate for their range. While using them actively in combat, they feel...
I love that about this game, by the way. When you're blocking and you like elbow them, I think that is like right here.
It makes total sense.
Verve does it right here. I went back too far. Look, he's blocking and then he hits to melee. I love that so much about this game. That's such a small thing, but it's like, oh, it's just small things like that. I love it. I love that small. I don't know what it is about it. It just,
in combat, they feel just right, as you'll get to manage your energy by pushing enemies away, and they will eventually reach you if you have aggro. But bows or ranged weapons in general can easily break games that do not plan correctly around them. A lot of the time, you will be able to kill an enemy without it ever noticing you, even from a very close range. And most fights can be cheesed entirely with a bow, without ever interacting with your enemy.
yeah, I noticed that too. You can fight them from a range, but I think that's just every game kind of has that issue, no? Terraria has that issue.
It weren't so easy to cheese enemies and trivialize it without even trying to do so. But
I can't even think of a way where like they would actually like subvert that or like counter that. Like, because you can build. Unless they made a thing where like if you're going into a dungeon, you go into adventure mode. You can't break anything. You have to play it as is. I doubt that they would ever do that, because if they would have done that, they would have done that already. Right? But it would be really cool if they did that to make it more dangerous, right? Like, for example, when you go into those worlds, like the dungeon worlds, I think you are in adventure mode. You can't do jack shit. You can't place anything. I love that. I think that's super nice touch. Like, I think if they do that more, that would incentivize more danger in the dungeon and being more scared.
completely normally. And looking at Terraria, it's fun to notice how the game has the opposite issue, where melee combat becomes less and less viable, because the game is balanced around attacking with ranged weapons all the time. And outside of a few exceptions, at some point in progression, melee becomes a ranged class. I tried not spending too much time on details, or things I know will get changed in the future. The underground of Zone 4 feels empty. Yeah, they added dinosaurs in there while I was writing the script. You can see the character you've worked on because of your armor, They're adding the option to hide the helmet very soon, and
I think they've already added this. You can build your character now and you can like toggle the vanity, right? That just goes to show how insane that the team is. I'm pretty sure they've already added that. I don't know if you guys can double check that for me, but I think they added that already, which is insane because the game's already been out for like a couple weeks.
so on. To me, Hytale feels like a canvas for players, modders, and the developers themselves, more than Minecraft ever tried to be. And the game as it is right now honestly feels like a playground made to be expanded by a bunch of different people. Weapons as they are, especially the work in progress ones, feel like something you'd see modders adding to the game. Things like totems and their weird buffs.
There's totems in this game? The farming looks super sick, by the way. I tried farming for a little bit and I gave up. Why does Summoner class in Terraria get so much hate? Cause it sucks! It fucking sucks! I don't know what the bigger and bolder update did for it. I know the Summoner class got buffed, but the Summoner class fucking sucks, dude. It's my favorite class. It's my favorite class, but it sucks. It is dog shit. Why would you play like okay. Here's my argument, right? It's my favorite class. It really is. It will always be my favorite class. However, you're squishy. You don't do enough damage. And the progression makes no fucking sense. That's my opinion of it. Here's why. Let me explain. I'm going off of this without knowing the 1.4.5 update. I know they added in more whips. They reworked some shit, right? I know they did that. So I'm going to go off on it beforehand, right? And I'm sure some of these points are applicable. When you play Summoner, you're not doing enough damage because you're a Summoner. You have to be relatively close to the enemy to do damage, right? You have to be. Or else you're just not going to hit them. On top of that, you're really, really squishy. And in the beginning of the game, you're going to get one shot. But I would argue that even at the end game, it just makes no goddamn sense. For example, you're about to fight the Moon Lord, or you're about to fight Golem, whatever you're trying to fight. To get your minion armor set, you need to get like spooky armor. You need spooky armor. You have to do the Pumpkin Moon. Guess what? You want a whip? Get the fucking Terra Prisma and the whip from Empress of Light, which is one of the I would argue one of the hardest bosses before the Lunatic Cultist. And I think that makes no sense. It genuinely, and the thing is, it's not even worth it. You get it, and it's like, it's okay. It's not bad, but like, compare that to anything else in the game, and you, like, for example, you can get a Chlorified Shot Bow for Ranger super easily, and then you can use that to get some better loot. You can get way easier stuff with like melee. Like, I know I'm making horrible points right now, but like, just off the top of my head, I never liked Vanilla Summoner. I think it's super cool, but I just hate the progression of it. And I feel like that's why I should be playing 1.4.5. I know they added a bunch of whips and they made a bunch of stuff, right? I feel like that's super sick. But dude, I Summoner just the use case of it, it's just not enough of what it should be. The coolest thing about it is that you can summon minions, but that's like it. I don't think they do enough damage to justify sacrificing a gun, a sword, and tanky armor. For example, in like before you fight Wall of Flesh, I would argue that you could just get a full armor set with a Knight's Edge. You can get a squishier armor set with the Ranger or for Mage. But for Summoner, you have to be close enough to be able to hit it. If they made the Summoner class have more, like the minions are more range, maybe more damage, I don't know, just more options, right? Like I said, you know, maybe 1.4.5 fixed it. But that's just really it. That's just really it. Calamity Summoner is pretty good though. I really liked it. Highest Emperor, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. You watch my Bloodborne videos. Wow, that's crazy. But welcome to the stream, dude. How you doing? All right, we're moving on. We're taking way too long.
Farming system, which one of my friends got sucked into, also fall under this description. The portals and keys system is a clear invitation to make mods that expand on it, and we're already seeing at least one of them doing just that. I'm very optimistic about this game. I've rarely seen developers so open to community feedback. And if they don't weave on the game themselves, modders will for sure do it for.
Right here, he's showing Curse Forge. There's already so many mods. It's so cool. I'm so excited for Hytale. Like and subscribe to Verbian, bro. Goated video. It's a goated video. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have one more video, and then we're gonna check out some Twitter posts. This one's from Chippy. He went over some of the updates and the whatever's coming up to Hytale, and I want to check this out. He posted it yesterday.
since the early access release of Hytale, and in that time, we've had 2 updates and a pre-release for Update 3, and tonight,
I'm so jealous of Chippy's skin in Hytale. I'm so jealous.
Simon has tweeted out,
It's so cool. It's so good, too.
what small features or quality of life improvements would you like to see us add to Hytale in the short term? And with the community suggestions and Simon's responses, it's given us some hints at the immediate future for Hytale, whether that be something for Update 3, 4, or 5. We've learned a fair bit and I want to break it down, so let's jump into it. Beginning then, Simon responded to his own tweet and said, things we're adding very soon.
Grass spread, fire spread, and avatar save load presets. Okay.
Grass spread, 5 avatar presets are probably one of my most anticipated things right now, because I change my avatar a fair bit depending on if I'm playing with a mod.
How the hell does he have a cape?
Because I need to alter the cape. I'm really looking forward to having a few different presets so that when I play on the server, I can have one aesthetic, and then in my videos, I get another. Now, somebody wrote to Simon with their suggestion.
Dude, thanks for stopping by on the stream. I don't know what to do.
Ultimate
Take care,
charge
okay, man?
every time
I'll see
you
you soon.
switch weapons. And
Did you see Chippy's video about a secret boss and new terrain update? Nah, I don't care about that.
losing crossbow bolts each time you deselect it. With Simon responding, we have a test prototype of this. We might release it at some point because it's quite fun. Someone wrote in and said that the enemies are more difficult, with Simon simply saying,
Thank gosh, dude. I want an enemy to spank me. I want to go in a Hytale and see something that I'm genuinely terrified. Because now that I know that I can just walk backwards for most enemies because the AI is so simple, I'm not scared of it anymore. I want that primal fear knowing that I'm going to go up to an enemy, I'm going to try to fight it, and it's just going to bend me over sideways over a bar and just spank me over and over again until I die and respawn and cry. I want that so bad. I genuinely, honestly, I think if I played the game again, I would play on a higher difficulty to have that, adrenaline and that fear. But I can't wait for the enemies to be more difficult. Or not even just be more difficult, have also just insane AI. Imagine if you're bowing an enemy, right? You're playing ranged. You've been relying on it in the entire game. You've been doing it. It's your bread and butter. All of a sudden, you go into a brand new biome. You bow an enemy. Fucking instant transmission back. Right behind you. Just immediately teleports. Fucking stabs you. And has backshot damage. Instantly kills you. That would blow my mind. That would be insane.
yes. On that note, someone else wrote in and said, and this
AI needs a fixing. You can build 3 blocks up. Yeah, I've done. That's how I progress so much throughout the game. You can just do it on any enemy you think is going to kill you. Which I feel like is just an inherent problem of building games, right? You can always just do that.
This is what I think they meant. Make it so mobs throw rocks at you if you pillar up so that it isn't a...
No way they just addressed that point. Mobs can pull you. That's perfect.
Responded, what if they also pull you? Now, I think we've all had the same story in a cave with a frog that pulls you.
Fuck that frog.
So this just gives me a little
God.
trauma, to be honest. Does this tweet mean more frogs, or does it quite literally mean enemies will grab you and pull you down from a pillar? Hypothetically, of course. Next up, somebody wrote in to say, friend list, to be fair, with Simon responding, it's planned and almost done. Ballistic Squid wrote in to say, give me a glider or wingsuit, please, or utilize the pigeon potion to allow the player to glide like a...
Oh my god, they're adding in a glider? I think I mentioned that in my video. I wanted a glider. Because there's so many instances where you're up somewhere and you have to jump down. Glider's perfect.
I'll gladly pay for it. I know for a fact modders could get this done. Modders, if you are listening, genuinely just go for this. Expanding on from grass spreading, Simon also said, it's on the way, just need a second dev review before it goes to pre-release. So potentially grass spreading might be something that's included in update 3. Next up, somebody wrote in to say, could we maybe get 1 or 2 more curly hairs? Like a
more
big...
haircuts. Okay. Block cycling. Cool. Saddle on my horse. Basic taming coming soon. Thank God. Dude, every time I would want to go into the snow biome, it was before I had teleporters. I had to bring a horse. And I only had a skeleton horse. And I would trap it in a blocky cage in a dirt prison. Basic taming is going to be amazing. And if they're doing basic taming, if you guys ever played RL Craft, oh my gosh, dude. I love taming monsters. Monsters that can fly, some that are super fast, some that can swim fast. Oh my gosh.
Basic taming is coming soon. Fellow Hytale creator Canadian Flash wrote in to say, a map that saves your progress, also more dinosaurs, functional boats, taming system, all armors have different stats, not everything is equal to iron armor, with Simon confirming all planned. Next up, somebody wrote to say, will there be any non-human avatar customization options in the future?
I think they already started adding that with the different mouth styles, right? I think that's super cool. They're going to start with masks. Oh, that's super sick. Improvement in the mods tab. Okay, that's super sick.
Information on the server list, such as
server information. This is hype. This is so hype. I cannot wait. This is the big thing that I was not really thinking about when I thought about Hytale. Servers. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it all the time. I cannot wait for servers. I cannot wait. I don't know if like they're going to be super laggy because like Terraria servers are laggy as fuck. I think that's why no one plays them. But like Minecraft servers are pretty seamless to a degree, right? If Hytale servers can get that, like, it feels like you're just playing with someone in a private server, like the connection wise, dude. Oh my gosh. Chat, hop on Hytale. Let's hop on. Let's play this server. Let's play Hunger Games. Let's play Pictionary. Draw my thing. Let's play a spelling bee. Right? Oh my god, that'd be so sick. Oh my god, it'll be even more sick. You could do like adventure maps together. Like Hero Brian's Mansion, remember that shit on Minecraft? Imagine that in Hytale. That would be insane. Oh my god, custom bosses. Right, like we talked about the Minecraft RPG shit yesterday. Imagine that for Hytale. Oh my.
The day, player count, icon, with Simon responding, the server list is getting a big rework very soon. Will even show some servers by default. I've actually been playing a lot of multiplayer Hytale, just bouncing between a bunch of different servers that the community have made, and I'm noticing very quickly that if you have a big server list and none of them have icons, they really do blend together, and I'm like clicking on one, joining the wrong one, going to I need to rename them basically. But like, I can't wait for this. Now, the next one is one I really want as well because I don't have great eyesight. Somebody asked for a zoom function with Simon responding.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Like an Optifine button. Need a spyglass. Okay. I can see. Okay. I think a spyglass would actually be useful, but like I would. Okay, here's the thing. If they make it as spyglass, I'm never going to use it. I'm never going to craft it. But if they make it where you can craft a spyglass, but then you could equip it on your character as like a trinket and add a keybind onto it, I would actually use it. That would be super sick. If there's an option for that, I would love it.
At some point. It's in a prototype branch on our side and will be added in a couple of weeks. Modders will be able to just swap to a keybind eventually, but for us, we don't want to just be a quality of life keybind. It needs to serve gameplay purposes. Well, for me, the gameplay purpose honestly would be just being able to see the game a bit better. Like when something's off in the horizon, I have to get close. Ever added in a 3D space, a spyglass is perfect for that. So I really hope they add this. Well, that pretty much sums up everything we've learned tonight. Do you have any questions?
So excited. I am so unbelievably excited. I can't believe it's only been out for 3 weeks. Oh my goodness. All right, last couple of things. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I saw a couple of things on Twitter. The first thing, I made a video on this already. Everlands. This is a Call of Duty Hytale server. It is so fire. They're adding so many updates and everything. I have so much fun on it. They're adding in loadouts already. Before, it was literally just you spawn in with a gun. Now you're going to be able to like select it. I'm so hype for this. Like, I love Call of Duty. Not the recent ones, but I grew up with Call of Duty. I love it. They're adding in so many things. It's so exciting. That's a FAMAS. Yeah, I'm so excited. I cannot wait for more servers. It's going to be insane. So that's that. But here's something I'm super excited for, specifically. Hytale survival games. This looks crazy. Who recognizes this map? Who recognizes this map? If you grew up watching like Bajan Canadian or Jerome ASF, do you guys know this map? This is like the Hunger Games map. Walking in, you spawn here, you run. There's a big ass building. You can go all the way down like southwest, whatever the direction is. There's like a village there, but also there's like a gigantic airport. This is like, oh my gosh. This looks so good. Creator beta event 3 p.m. EST. Public beta release 4:30 p.m. EST. Oh my god, I cannot wait. Hytale survival mini games, I'll follow. Yeah, dude, oh my goodness, dude, I can't wait. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, genuinely speaking, top game. Definitely my top game of 2026. What can I say? What can I say? I'm just gonna say it straight up. But with that being said, I think I'm gonna stop streaming. I'm gonna hop on. It's 10:30 in the morning for me. I'm gonna go ahead and record a couple of things. You know, get them edited up, schedule those videos out, and then maybe in a week, start streaming again. Feel free to comment down stream ideas of like things you guys want me to do. I'm probably going to... I want to like make next stream another presentation, maybe ranking every single anime I've watched in 2025. I feel like that'd be sick. I didn't watch too much anime, but I did watch a decent amount. I feel like it'd be super sick to rank them. But yeah, I'm gonna go take a shit too. I've been holding it in this entire time. What if a server like MMORPG for ultra grinding? I feel like if Hytale makes their equivalent version of like Skyblock on Hypixel, because they're, you know, the same company, it would be insane. There's just so much potential with it. You know, there's so much potential, and I feel like that's like the best part about it. So, yeah, no steel ball run. Actually, before we end the stream, we'll talk for like 5 minutes, right? How you guys feeling? I know that was, you know, some of you guys don't know what Hytale is. I just wanted to check out the updates and whatnot. But how you guys feeling? Either if it's about Hytale, what are you guys doing today? For me, it's 10:30 in the morning. Okay, I was about to be like, aren't you guys supposed to be in school? But Gucci, I'm assuming you're talking about Steel Ball Run. Steel Ball Run is so good. My favorite JoJo. My favorite. What can I say? Have I watched Freyrin? Freyrin is so good. Freyrin is the anime that I recommend to my friends who are now 23 and above. Freyrin is just so good. It's amazing. Huck, if you don't have to share it here, but sounds like you're East Coast, right? What state are you based in? We might be like a 4-hour drive. Yeah, you're East Coast, right? Yeah, because we're at the same time. Do you watch Chained Soldier? I don't know what that is. You're in Jersey? Where in Jersey? Oh, okay, never mind. Don't answer that. Don't answer we're in Jersey. Don't answer that. Dude, I think we're a 3-hour drive away from each other. Like, actually. We're pretty close. Yeah, you can DM me. Yeah, we're pretty... Yeah, actually, no, DM me right now. All right, but like... Give me a name. Actually, no, you don't got to do that. Oh my god, my monitor. Oh, shit. Okay, dude, I think we're really close to each other. Like, actually. We're like probably 3 hours away. Anyway, Chained Soldier. Anime like shonen, but ecchi, but it's not vault. Chained Soldier. Let me search it up. Chained Soldier. What the hell is this? Okay. I'll check it out one day. Oh yeah, I'll check it out one day, man. Very interesting. On the topic of like anime. Yeah, I did not expect to see this. Here, let me where is my oops. I don't know why, but I can't share my screen. Oh. Okay. Real quick. If you guys like anime manga, here's some quick recommendations. ORV. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Top webtoon. Read the book. Top. Lord of the Mysteries. Chinese anime. Peak. Absolute peak. Animation, insane. Absolute peak. So fire. So fire. What else did I watch? I'm gonna speed run through this. What else did I watch? If you guys like reading and you guys like mystery. I said this wrong. It is My Dearest Self of Malice Afterthought. This is a manga with a plot twist every chapter. Every chapter, there's 90 chapters, there's a plot twist every chapter. It is a manga about a person who suffers a split personality, and he thinks that his split personality is a murderer. So fire. So fucking fire. Lord of the Mysteries. It is an Chinese isekai anime. Not directly an isekai, but a Chinese isekai-ish anime. So fire. So fire. So good. ORV, one of my favorite webtoons. So fire. I can't wait for this to get animated. What is one that's a little bit more low-key? The one that Moist Critical made a video on. Orb on the movements of the earth. Fire. Fire. I watched 4 episodes. I'm loving it. Super good. I'm gonna hop on oh, that is Mall of Toys. My anime list. Let's go down the list. Watched Freyrin. Freyrin's been pretty good. JJK Season 3, pretty good. Hell's Paradise, pretty fire. The pacing's a little bit funky. Hell's Paradise is fire. Sentenced to be a Hero, fire. First episode's like 40 minutes long. It's so good. Animation, super good. I like the premise. It's if you like Rising of Shield Hero, you're probably gonna like this. Did not watch Oshinoko. I know what it's about. I know the author. Not my show. And then everything else, I'm kind of like, yeah, everything else is kind of just like NPC anime to me. I'm sorry if that's an insult. Nosha? What is Nosha? What is that? What is this? It's on Steam? Is this Among Us? Is this the Among Us one? Is this the Among Us anime? There's a game for this? Is this the Among Us? Is it? I swear to God, there is an anime that's like Among Us. There's like a crew member on the ship or something like that. Bleach? I never watched Bleach. I watched the first 130 episodes and I dropped it. All right, Fall. One Punch Man was okay. Spy Family is okay. Boku no Hero Academia, pretty good final season. I don't know what this is. To Your Eternity was not bad. I read the manga, but I don't know how the anime is. I heard interesting stuff about it. Everything else, NPC. All right, summer 2025. We're speedrunning this. Don to Don, peak. My Dress Up Darling, surprisingly peak. Gachakuda, so good. So good. Fragrant Flower, Blooms of Dignity. I watched a couple of episodes. I'm going to binge it. Liked it a lot. Kaiju number 8, fire. Summer Hikaru died. This is so good. If you guys like psychological thriller, mental thriller, horror anime, love this one. So good. So fire. Recommend it. All right. Sakamoto Days, pretty good. Call of the Night. I really like Call of the Night. I watched this anime on a whim. It gives me a feeling like none other. I binged the entirety of the manga in 2 weeks. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Dr. Stone, watched first season, liked it a lot. Not up to date. Rising of Shield Hero. I don't know why there's so many more series. Okay. That's it. No more. We're getting way off tangent. I'll make a video or I'll make a stream where I go over my underground anime picks. Also, I don't know. Like, anime is just super interesting because, like, the copyright of it, it's, like, strange. Like, I don't want to watch a clip of Naruto and I get fucking Rasengan into copyright strike oblivion. That would be horrible. Yeah, that would be... TYBW. Gucci, what the fuck is that? I feel like I know TYBW. What is that abbreviation? I don't know that abbreviation. I don't know off the top of my head. Fire Force? I think Fire Force is pretty sick. I personally, it's just not for me. There's too much ecchi in it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stop streaming now. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. I really appreciated everyone stopping by and chatting with me. Like I said, I'm sorry. 1 hour stream, super super fast, but wanted to warm up my voice before I record. Hopefully get some more videos out now that I'm not like completely sick. And yeah, thank you guys so much for popping by. Really appreciate it. It is 10:30 a.m. for me, but let me search up what this TYBW is. Oh, the Bleach. I know what you're talking about. I've seen clips of it. Yeah, I gotta catch up on Bleach. I think Bleach would be one of those animes where I would binge by myself and just catch up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for popping by. Let's say goodbye to everyone in chat. Minion, Gucci, Thunderbolt, thank you guys so much for coming back in chat. I'm starting to recognize names now. Like, actually, like, I think it's super. That's the big thing that I wanted to do. Hawk, just call me Alex. Kigi, thank you guys so much for saying hi, hanging out. Hopefully I'll stream next week. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, goodbye everyone. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, fantastic night, fantastic morning, whatever the times are for you guys. But you better watch Chain Soldier. I don't know, man. After checking out the AI overview from Google, I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Appreciate everyone. And yeah, goodbye, guys. For me, it's morning. Good morning, guys.